the cant of ages past, when realms held breath in dread. When Hysh shone pale beneath a shroud, and Shyish whispers spread. From moonlit spires of settlers gained to tomb worlds paved with bone, two powers rose in mortal lands that gods would claim as throne. One crowned in light and measured thought, with star-bright wisdom's flame, one wreathed in dust of ending years, the death god's whispered name. The war of light and death, the war of light and death. First came the storm of howling souls, a tide of chains and cries. The night haunt broke on alabaster walls beneath Hysh's skies. Through broken rooms and secret paths, the sweaters poured like rain, and mortal hearts near faltered there in streets of fear and rhyme. Yet spears of dawn and arrows bright cut swathes of spectral night, as mages flung the lightning's wrath and made the darkness light. The war of light and death, the war of light and death. When hope was thin as guttered flame, and midnight gripped the stone, the true moon spirit swept the field, cold fire in every groan. Then Teclis came, a newborn star, in flesh and thought made groan. His words unmade the restless dead, his will outshone the sun. The city stood though thousands fell, and names were carved in grief, and death withdrew, not broken yet, but blooded by belief. The war of light and death, the war of light and death. So light struck first at death's own heart, where Ossuary empires lay. Across the plains of praetories and statues tall as day, stone flew and bone rose shield to shield, as engines roared and sang, while living mountains strode to war, and metaliths were flung. No victor crowned that brutal test, both sides their prices paid, for hope was lit in Shyish gloom, and bones in Hysh were laid. The war of light and death, the war of light and death. Then schemers moved like chessmen grim across the realm's wide board. In Gyron's wrath and Verdant's wrath, the ever-queen took sword. In Camon's peaks a pallid queen saw secrets dragged to light. In Hysh the black pit yawned again with necromancy. Sigmar. Each plot was checked, each gate held fast by courage dearly bought. Yet still the death god gathered strength from every soul he caught. The war of light and death. The war of light and death. At last the great necromancer strode where light was pure and keen. The mountains bled, the skies went dark, the air grew cold and mean. His shadow fell on Avalon, o'er the living peak of stone. And armies clashed on knife-edged slopes, while gods would fight alone. Songs died in throats and prayers went thin beneath his voiceless scream, as fear itself took living shape and shattered mortal dream. The war of light and death. The war of light and death. Moon song rang in shattered words, the cosmos held its breath. As staff met spell and light met void in trial of life and death. Books burned that once had raised the dawn, 9 paths to power and bond, while roots of life lent steady calm and bound in the leading sun. Below, the hosts of bone were stark, their engines torn apart, as mountain spirits broke their lines with hammer blows of heart. The war of light and death. The war of light and death. From distant peaks came human craft, bright lenses forged to see. The great Lumineth aligned with moon and destiny. Their lances struck the death god's form through crown and hollow face, while chains of living ether bound his fall from storm and waves. Bound fast by runes of banishment, by every gem's last gleam, he broke upon the mountain's way and fled the realm of dream. The war of light and death. The war of light and death. So light prevailed when dawn returned, and curses worst their hold. The necroquake was stilled at last, its echoes spent and cold. Death licked its wounds and splintered thrones rose where one ember stood, while seeds of life took waiting root in ash and shattered good. Remember this, soul listening realms, when hope seems thin and far, that even gods may break and bleed beneath the shining star. Sing then, O stars, of grief and valor shin, of cities scarred yet strong, of moon and mage and mountain's oath that turn the dark with song. For though the war has passed to myth and ages onward tread, remember well how